Woo-wee, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. I'm bringing you guys someplace special today. I'm actually going to show you what's all on this side of me right here. This is the Big E, also known as the Eastern States Exposition. This place is huge. And we're going to get into what's over there because that's something really cool. And I'm going to show you a whole lot of stuff. I'm not going to show you everything because it would take probably 6 hours. This is like a 2-day walk around, really. Got a whole bunch of people right here. Welcome to YouTube. Yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna hit one of these gates. We're gonna go and I'm gonna show you guys the good stuff. I was trying to get Samurai Joe from Steel Forge and Fire Sword and Knife to be able to come up, but he couldn't make it. Thank Joe. I think he would have loved this joint. I'm gonna go in there, walk around, maybe get some Indian food, and chill out. All right, hold on. All right, so welcome to the Big E. This is one of the largest fairs in all of North America. And when I say largest, I mean, I can't begin to give you the scale, the size of this thing. But everything from petting zoos to mammoth giant pumpkins to some sweet custom Chevy Camaro over here to live music all the time. I just saw 10,000 Maniacs, I saw Foghat, a couple others while I was here. There's still some more. I'm going to see Foo Fighters are coming. I'll be seeing them pretty soon. But this place is just massive. I already had to go sit in the 2021 Corvette because it's just that cool. But it's just, guys, this is one of the entrances. That's it. There's a like you can ride some camels. Right over there is a petting zoo. Every year I go over there and pet the zebu because, I mean, honestly, how many chances do you get in your life to pet a zebu if you don't live in Africa? But it's just vendors galore. I mean, everything. Oh my God, that leather. Ooh, guys, you know I love the smell of leather. But it's just anything and everything. And of course, the food. The food attractions are simply the best. But we have a bunch of buildings like this. There's a bunch of them, and inside each building is something completely different. They even have live horse events, so you could see jumping and riding and all kinds of different things. Just spectacular. This street that I'm on, this kind of goes around in a circle, and what you're gonna have is a parade. It's like a New Orleans style parade that happens a couple times a day, and they'll throw out beads. And while you don't need to flash, you know, to get your beads, I still do. But you know, that's because I'm me and I believe in freedom of nipple. So this is just one walkway. I mean, just one, and there's one of many. But I want to show you some of the historical buildings that are actually in here, and show you what's going on with some of the bigger attractions. Oh, plus, did I forget to tell you that there's an entire amusement park in here, and all that. So in there you have just all kinds of trinkets for sale. This is a old firehouse that was brought in, and they basically use their own fire station in the Big E. It's so big that they hire an extra police force, and they have their own firefighters, which is crazy. I mean, a fair that has its own fire department. It's a big fair, but sorry about that. No, you're good, brother. Yeah, people singing and bumping into you, but I'm just walking faster than they are. So I'm gonna hold on to this video right now because I want to show. This is really cool right here. This guy has records like vinyls, and he laser cuts things into them, which is pretty badass. If I do say so myself, it's actually really cool. Even the first day of the fair every year is Veteran Appreciation Day, so anyone with a military ID gets in free, which is really nice that they do that. But I mean, a season pass, you come twice, you pay for your season pass, and I come just about every day, and it goes on for about 2 weeks. Hey, they got the Joey Chitwood show that shows up here. They put on a good show, a bunch of stunt riding, things like that. If you've never seen it, it's really cool. So there's that Budweiser tent right there. That's got the actual Budweiser Clydesdales, and they come out during the parade pulling the cart, which is really cool. I am very anti-alcohol, but I'm not anti-big, gigantic, badass, enormous, cool, sweet horses. Okay, so now you see this building right here. says New Hampshire on it. Right there says Connecticut. Over there says Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Vermont. So basically what we have here is the state buildings. These are 100% copies of the state building in each New England state. They're slightly smaller in scale, but the face, if you were in New Hampshire right now and you went to the state building, this is what you'd see, same as Connecticut and the rest of New England. And what happens is when you go inside these state buildings, they have vendors of things that you would find in each state that makes them special. So, you know, you can go in and get lobster rolls in one and different things here and different things there, maple candy and all kinds of stuff. But in between Connecticut and New Hampshire is a baked potato joint that if you go to the Big E, do not go to Maine, where everybody popularizes the potatoes there. They're not even from Maine, and they're small and they suck. But back there, right in between these two buildings, is the single best place to get a loaded baked potato. There you got the beer garden, you got Terotown Tavern, or Terotown Village, and people actually come here to get married in the off seasons. It's still used as like a restaurant, things like that. But all of this area is just sick. They have things in here where people live as they did. It's kind of like like Plymouth Plantation, where they live like they did back in the olden days, and they do crafts the old ways. They have a blacksmith shop. I'm going to show you guys that. Just wanted to show you a little bit more of right here at the state buildings. They're setting up a live music show here, but they just go on down to there where you can get the giant turkey legs. So we are going to turn and we're going to go inside of Terotown Village here. And what's really cool about this is all the buildings and houses inside Terotown Village are actual antique and historical landmark homes and buildings. To get them here, they had to disassemble them and put them back exactly as they were, which is insanely cool. So this is the square over here. There's like a little thing. Every year they'll have like hypnotists, jugglers, all kinds of stuff where people take the stage and it gathers a big crowd and does everything. So we're going to bring you right over here to this sign. This is for just the tavern. But Terotown Tavern is where a lot of weddings happen and some really, really great events. And it looks like they're having a sack race. There's a bunch of kids right there, and you can see this woman right here. She's dressed up in a traditional dress from these times. She's worried about this little boy about to get run over. But let's take a look. Let's take a look at one of the buildings right here. Is the old church. This is the Union Meeting House. This building was in Salisbury, New Hampshire in 1834, and it was brought here to West Springfield, Massachusetts. So I'm going to show you really quick. It says masks, but we're not going to do any of that. Right here, the meeting house. It's just, you smell the history in here. You walk in, it's just so very cool. But this building was taken apart, put back together exactly how it was. You can see originally stood in Salisbury, New Hampshire. Very, very, very cool. Even got the old piano, So I'm not sure if they took like the walkway, but since each one has a different one, I'm guessing that some of the stone they might have brought was actual stone from these places. And this house right here, my house is the Captain John Porter house, 1771. This one, this might be the Potter house. Yeah, it is. It's the Potter Mansion. So mine was Porter. This one's Potter. This one's 1776. So this one was built at the birth of the United States of America. My house is older than the United States of America. You can go in there, but it's basically like walking through my house. Hey, so that's it. So we're gonna come over here to the old school, which is really cool. You get to see how the schools were back then. And this is North Center School from 1810. This was in Whately, Massachusetts. And it's a small school, but it is very, very cool. It's got everything. You can see how like I know in here where you can see the stove in there. We're not gonna walk all the way, but you can see all the little desks. I don't want to interrupt anybody by talking. You got the blackboards and the little stone, the little oven up there. They would pick a kid. Look at these little tight ass stairs. They would pick a kid who got to feed the fire, and which is really, really cool. So over here is Joe's Clark and Son from Chesterfield, New Hampshire. Everything in here is going to be a spot from New England, and you can see, I mean, this place is really cool, man. But stone for stone, it was just brought back, and they actually do blacksmithing still the way it was done. Everything that they do in there is hand done blacksmithing. You got the bars on the windows, all the original bars, these doors, just fantastic. But you can see here's this is how they get the air into the fire to fuel the fire. Just absolutely crazy cool. This is a place to bring your kids. You could bring your older people. It doesn't matter. Anybody who comes to this place is just going to be in love with the Big E, especially the food. Oh my gosh, this is where like my diet breaks for 2 weeks because I eat all 2 weeks long. So I just lost 30 pounds, and by the end of this Big E, I'll probably gain 15 of it back. Because it's the damn Big E. So just more bunch of little booths and all kinds of vendors in here. It's just like a little square, and it's kind of like offset. It's one of those, just you turn a corner and you go, oh, I didn't walk through here yet. It's just insane. They have like, you just hear people talking about the pickle. It's because the pickles here are amazing. So I'll just show you one of these little trinket places. The girl who actually runs this place is beautiful. Hey-o! So, she's awesome.
Where are you?
She's a local. So let's see. Aromatherapy, laser bobs, custom crafts. I mean, just everything that you'd want to see at a fair. Leather. And then more food. And more of that stuff. And there's one of those giant pickles everybody talks about because those pickles are badass. So let's see. It goes back into Terotown where we just left. And then in here, you can go get some jewelry. And right over here, there's actually a little knife place. But it's nothing special, which is crazy. You can't bring in a pocket knife, but you can get one here. So let's see, just food. Over here, I gotta show you. So back over here is the state houses again. All the state buildings. Right in front of us is Massachusetts. And over there is Rhode Island. Next to it is New Hampshire. But you have all the, like, there's the Billy's Baked Potatoes, but it's nothing compared to the Connecticut. So Captain Nemo's, that one's been here forever. That's just an old spot. Theory Skate Shop, the Vermont Flannel Place. Just stuff after stuff after stuff. And then it goes this way. So we're gonna go just a little bit down this way, and I'm gonna show you some of these buildings. Pickles. Everybody eating these damn pickles, man. It's just a pickle, but it's a good pickle. Oh my God, look at all that beef. So good. So one thing over here is really cool that I'm trying to stay away from this year because I've eaten plenty of them in my time, is the giant mozzarella sticks. Yeah, that's a mozzarella stick right there. Fried mozzarella. Oh, marron. So that's always good. They have a new thing this year called the Dilly Dilly Bacon Dog, and it's almost like a giant hot dog with pickles stuffed in it, and not in the hot dog, but with pickles and bacon, but it's wrapped in like a wicked nice dough. There's the knives, and it's deep fried, and it's just amazing. They call it the Dilly Dilly Bacon Pickle Dog or whatever it is. So there's some blades right there. AdventureKnives.com. Millie's pierogies, smoked turkey legs, just everything, man. And if you're single, let me tell you something. If you're single, man, you can come here and leave not single if you meet the right one, because they are everywhere, both genders. It doesn't matter if you're a single dude or a single girl. you come here, you're gonna meet somebody, because this place packs it in. Over here you get a bunch of like cowboy hats, cowboy boots. They have some really nice boots. But the hats is where I'll come every year. There's 3 different locations where you can get some really good hats, and usually every year I pick up a new hat. So some of the hats that you see in my videos, people always ask me, man, where do you get that hat? Well, right here. So if you want the coolest ass cowboy hat you're gonna see, then you just come to the Big E and you're gonna find one. So I'm gonna take you over here. Let's see if Zoltar's over here. You know, these little donuts right here are phenomenal. Those are phenomenal. So there's one of the buildings we're gonna end up going in. So here's one of the stages. There's 2 main stages for musical acts. This is where I just saw 10,000 Maniacs, and I saw Foghat here. And now on the other stage, I saw like Night Ranger and Beach Boys, and just, I mean, some big time shows. Oh, here's Zoltar. So, you know, you see those Zoltar booths everywhere you go, where you put in a quarter and get the thing. But this one's an actual real dude. Just, he's got crazy good makeup, man. He looks like well, a dummy. But so we're gonna get through there real quick. I'm gonna take you over here. I think we're gonna start in the buildings down on this end and walk your way through. So they're getting ready for a show now. Let's actually show you who's playing here. So let's see. Jay and the Americans, Jesse McCartney, Cameron Malone, Foghat, Little Texas, Big Bad, Voodoo Daddy. You guys are good. 10,000 Maniacs, the Bar Keys, Plain White Tees, Don McLean. I think I'm gonna come see Don McLean. The Mummies, the Outlaws, Ripe, Hoobastank. I'll be seeing them. Daryl, DMC McDaniels. Let's see, Tom Frank, Donna Summer Experience. I watched that. She was amazing. Exile, Broadway's Rock of Ages band, the early set. Oh, not all of them are up here because Sting is playing, and a few others. These guys right here, Kashmir. If you ever catch Kashmir, they do a great job. But yeah, and this is this stage, and then the other stage is going to have Sting and Goo Goo Dolls or Foo Fighters, something like that. But a whole bunch of them, so it's going to be really, really cool. But there's the stage for this one. All right. Said I'm not going to show you everything, but I'm going to try and show you a lot. Give you guys an example. I mean, the gate I came in was way over there. Oh, you're good. And it just folds. We just walked around this way, but then there's still another side that walks down all the way where the end of those state buildings was, and that's where the next stage is. Also, that's where they do like the stunt shows, the Joey Chitwood shows and all that. So, I mean, and then it goes all the way down there, and it's so big that you can't see it, but behind there is the actual amusement park. So there's big rides and whatnot sticking up in the air. This place is so big you can't even see them yet. Here is just another corridor of nothing but food and a cool cowboy hat place. But, I mean, straight up down here, it's literally 2 roads, 2 aisles of food, back to back, side to side, all day long food. There's another stage up here where bands play. I came here the other day and I got some fried Reese's peanut butter cups, and I'm not gonna lie to you, they were really freaking good. I think that was like yesterday or the day before. Right there, fried peanut butter cups. Yeah, that was the stuff. That was the stuff. All right, so let's see. That's like that big building right there. There's like they have like a little bar, and they have food in there. That's like one of the late night places. But then they also do. There's another stage up there. There's a stage right here. Looks like people are getting ready to play. But then the tall one, that's just a hot tub place. There's like 3 of those in here. 3 of those giant hot tub places. And I actually bought my hot tub from one of them. Well, here you go. You got the guy setting up the stage. And this is one of the buildings you'd always, you know, you're in New England when you see Dunkin' Donuts sign. This is the Better Living Center. So what we're going to do is we're going to go near this stuff over here just to give you a little glimpse. We'll maybe walk past Harley Davidson and give you a little, this is what's going on. Because, of course, I already came here and shopped at Harley. Oh, I see the Harley signs right there. So just insane. Some all-natural dog biscuits you can see there, and get a little smile and a wave. Let's see, then there's more camel rides down there, but now we're gonna hit the one of the buildings, and this is called the Better Living Center. It's just I mean, if I can give you an idea, it goes all the way down there, all the way down there, all the way down there, and then it's just rows and rows of vendors. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. This is where I come to get my fudge. Ooh, baby. There's a rhino. It's actually rebar with silk. But you can see how this is, and that goes all the way down. It's just, obviously we're not going to walk through every one because we'd be here for 2 years. Cute little dog. But this place is massive. This is one of the buildings. One of the buildings. It's just insane. But I mean, there's things in here that you never knew you needed, and you walk through here and you go, oh my God, that's exactly what I needed. Something you would have never known you needed before. But like the sports memorabilia stuff in here is insane. You can get some crazy, crazy things. And like Christmas gift ideas. This is where I do half my shopping. And what I do is I'll walk through with like Shell, and we'll come through together, and I just wait for her to look at things and say, oh wow, I really like that. And then we walk past it, and then I go back alone and get it the next time. That's how I roll. So, I mean, I'm just gonna keep on going. Just keep on going. I have long legs. I'm 6'3", man. I walk pretty fast. I'm walking past everybody, and you can see how long it's taken me. And I didn't even start at the end. Didn't even start at the end. It's just crazy, huh? You need a grill, you get a grill. You need some stuff made of alpaca, you come get made of alpaca. Here's one of those sports places. I see Bird and Magic autograph right there. You can see all this, man, I mean, just this stuff. KG, Jason Tatum, you got the Tom Brady stuff. And then the big three, I got those autographs already. And then I know they have these ones where you can get like the rings, you know what I mean, like championship ring ones. And like the famous Bobby Orr with a championship ring. Drew Bledsoe, my man, right there. You got Steve Grogan right there. I know you guys, non-New Englanders, are probably going to want to see stuff like that, but yeah, you know what it is. All right, so let's get out of this building. Let's get out of this building over here, and we'll walk down this side. Then I'll take you around the front. I got to show you the slide that made the Big E famous. It's been here forever. It never leaves. It's 24/7 year-round. Home with a big snack. More dog biscuits. More, just like over there, they got all the cool tins, like auto tins and things like that, like for your garage. And I got one of these for Shelly one time, but those are really cool. Might have to get her another one of those. Sorry, you're good there, brother. And then there's another entrance. There's I think 9 entrances because it's so big. So big. They couldn't have just one. Oh, right here's a circus. They have a couple times a day. They have an actual full circus in here. I mean, the big top, it looks smaller than it is. It goes back. And there is the slide. This is what people come from literally all over because they want to get a picture of their kid going down the big yellow slide. And of course, it's lined up with Dunkin' Donuts everywhere. Welcome to New England. So that's it. You get like a burlap sack, and you just go down the slide. That's it. But it's just like one of those things that every single person just has to do. You come to the Big E, you ride the slide. It's just one of those things. Let's see. That's one of the entrances of the building we just came out. It goes on all the way down here. That whole building just keeps going way down there. That corner over there that you just saw, that's still that building. That's the Better Living Center. That's how big it is. And then there's another building over there. That's the same damn size. So let's see. Here's another entrance to the Better Living. That corner over there, boop, is like to the end of the Better Living. It's just absolutely massive. Get some burgers and some lobsters, some pulled pork and some bison and some elk. And there's another big hot tub place. That's the second of the 3. The third one is right back there. And just massive, massive, massive. Man. All right, so I'm not gonna lie, this girl just had a big mole on the end of her nose, like, you know, those just brown spot moles. They're common, but she had one right on the end of her nose, and at first I thought she was walking around with one of those like put on Rudolph noses. Nice truck. And then I realized it was a mole. So should I feel bad for thinking that? No, I don't feel bad for thinking that. I'm a jerk. All right, so the other cowboy hat place is the third of the three. They're all, I think, owned by the same people, but man, they got some really, really nice stuff in there. And so now we're walking around to gate 9, one of the main gates, and they have this donut joint over here. Oh, and they actually have a building. Again, I don't partake because it's alcohol, but they have a building you can go in for wine tasting, and it seems to be very popular. It's wine and cheese, but they also have these giant donuts over here. There's one of the entrances to the amusement park. All right, let's see. These are the giant donuts. This place is crazy. Those are just big donuts. But then you have like tater tots and all kinds of cool stuff over here. And oh, there's another hot tub place. That's right. It's the fourth one. I forgot about this one because it's smaller. But we're actually going to walk through over here, and I want to show you another building. One that's pretty cool. I hope some of you guys are still holding on. I know we're like almost a half hour in, but believe me, man, it's sick. And who knows, you might see your future wife or husband in here. In this video, you say, well, now I know where I gotta go to get some of that. All right, so we're gonna come over here. They have this thing over here. This is like it's a farm building, and they have sheep, and they'll do shearing and things like that. That's the wine tasting line. It's huge. But they every single year there's this little box over here, this little tiny shed, and inside there they do a butter statue every year. Most of the times it's always been a cow, but this year they're doing an elephant, which is cool. And what they're doing, you can see it from the beginning. You can just see from the very first bit of butter they start putting on, and then you come back every day, and the sculptor is adding more and more butter, and just keeps it going. But this is literally an elephant just made of butter. It's just butter, and it's the butter raised from, like, they have these giant cows in here, massive cows, and it's like the butter that comes from these either goats and cows or whatever. I don't know which animals are making it up, but how awesome is that, man? I got to see it when it was still just like a wire frame, and now I watched the progression. It's crazy. So in here they'll do like shows, like cow shows and sheep or goat shows. Normally right here you're gonna see tons of, I'm talking massive cows, just gigantic cows. And of course they have to look at this sign. Here's the Big E beef. But over here is gonna be where like all the sheep are sheared, and there's going to be a singing refrigerator over here that gets a lot of attention for some reason. Little kids love the singing refrigerator. And then they actually have like a milking station, and they show how the milking process is done. And here you go, you got some really pretty cows over here. These are some of the smaller ones, and these are big, but they have some that are ginormous. Then you have some rams over here, and you get a bunch of sheep, and it just goes on all the way back there. It's just a huge freaking building. And you come over here, this is where they do the sheep shearing, so you can sit back and watch them shear the sheep and talk to them. You'd have to answer every time. We have conversations. We have conversations all the time. What's up, buddy? But yeah, it's massive. I mean, if your kids like animals, you bring them over here, and it's like you got enough to show them. All right, I'm gonna walk out of here. I'm not gonna make you listen to it. All right, so we're out of there. So now you see these bleachers right here. It's like an entire little stadium for a racetrack, right? And you think, well, what could they be racing? They race pigs. It's a little pig racetrack, which I could think of a ton of jokes for, but I'm gonna be gentle. There's a girl right there holding a little piglet, and you can see how tiny it is. I'll have to show you the big mama pig with all the baby pigs because it's crazy cute. That one's just a little tiny guy too. So we're just gonna cut through. Got all these old tractors right here, which is pretty cool. There's International Plaza, and this is, like I said, this is the beginning of, that's not a crane, that's a ride. There's a Ferris wheel right there. But this is the beginning of the rides. Deep fried tacos. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I might have to try that. This line right here is for the deep fried tacos. Look, that's for the deep fried tacos. Get out of here. All right, so let's go into the Young Building. Young Building's got all kinds of different stuff. There's this vendor that we go to every year. He like sells like jewelry, bracelets, necklaces, stuff like that, little carvings. He's from Africa, and the proceeds from what he does goes to benefit an orphanage in Africa. So it's pretty cool. So every time I go, I'll see people coming by, and I will literally tell them about what this guy is doing and how successful the orphanage is. The orphanage just got a girl into medical school. I mean, she was raised in an orphanage, but because of people like this guy right here, because of them, these kids get to go to college, and now she's becoming a doctor. So right here is the greatest vendor in all of the Big E. Yes, sir, my brother.
Okay.
Always. So, I mean, this is another one of those giant buildings where it's just stuff. I mean, you want to come get your coat of arms, come get your coat of arms. They have everything, your family history. I'm not going to go through, but you can see it's just freaking massive. 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 Just goes on forever, man. Crazy cool. So now this is another one of those food aisles that I showed you before, and you think, oh, he's back into that food aisle. No, I'm not back into it. This is a completely different one. So this lemon stand right here, they make lemonade. So quick story, real quick. I came here with a friend of mine, and I said, listen, just follow my lead. Her name was Lisa Howie. She worked with me at the gym. She was a gym manager where I was a trainer. And I went in there and I said to her, I was like, I come from Scotland, and I was wondering if I could ever get in the big lemon and take a picture. And so Lisa, who doesn't do any kind of accents at all, didn't know what to say, so she just looked right at the person and went, "Duh," which was hilarious. But the person didn't catch on, and we got to go inside the lemon and pour our own lemonade one time, which is really cool. This is Hot Leathers. Come here for like t-shirts and patches and like leather jackets, things like that. These guys always have the coolest stuff. I bought one of these here, one of these ponchos. But as a matter of fact, I just came and got a new button-up, a new flannel. You can even get a tail right here. So come here and get some tail. So, but then we have this building right here, right? This building has just a bunch of food in it, but this is where the White Hut, man, it's a little restaurant right around the corner, literally, but they set up in the Big E as well during the Big E. This place is amazing. It's just these little burgers with these fried onions on them, and they're just, oh God, amazing. But there's another building right here. We're not going to really walk through it because, so there's the Young Building, which we just came out of. Better Living Center over there. This one is like the Stroh Building, Farmerama. And I'll get back to where we were just going. Just want to show you real quick what's in here. It's another one of those really popular ones for the kids. Then there's another one that has a bunch of like arts and crafts and giant pumpkins and stuff like that. But here are the Hollandmore Clydesdales. These guys are huge, man. But you can see they have the truck. They have what they pull in the parade, that big thing over there. There's all their harnesses, which is just amazing. This building is really cool for, I mean, just you get a close up. And me, I'm long, so I can reach over and actually pet them. And I know they probably don't want you to, but I mean, come on. You see a big horse, you gotta pet it. That's just the way it is, it's part of the game. So, of course, this is another one of those really big buildings that just has a ton of stuff. And some of the stuff over here, you have all these little goats. You got some ducks. But I come in, I'm not gonna do it now because there's so many people, but just come in, I'm always giving them little scratches and whatnot. I love playing with the goats. And I was telling you about the baby pigs and the mama pig. So those guys are all over here. There's the mama pig, and there's all the little piglets. Right there, just chilling out. So you come here and you can see all the pigs. And then they have a bunch of like vegetable stuff over there. And you can actually come and learn how to milk a cow. They have the, the little rubber udders and a bucket underneath, and you just milk a cow and little milk squirts out. And then over here, it's another very cool little thing. Right here is the stages of the chicken. So you can literally watch, you know, you sit there and watch until one of them starts moving, and you're watching the chicks be hatched. You can see little baby chicks in there right now. There's a couple laying down right there, and every now and then there's a couple moving over right there. But you can watch them be hatched, and after they're hatched, they're in there for a few seconds or whatever it is, or a few minutes, an hour. I have no idea how long. But they're moved from there to over here. So next stage, you go from cracking out of the egg to peeps. They're filled with marshmallow and they're delicious. And then you come over here and you see the finished product. This is what they turn into. So it's really cool. You get like this entire, you know, life cycle of the chicken, and you get to see it firsthand. So let's come over here. Get out of this spot, and there's another one of the buildings, and I'll show you real quick the inside of there. There's a horse show going on right now, as a matter of fact, where there's riders doing riding and probably jumping and all that jazz. But there you go, it goes on that way, it goes on that way, and this place is so big, we were just over there, we couldn't even see any of that. And so you can see riders. People come and just look at the stand. They sit in the stands and just watch horse riders. I don't know, but it's really cool. It looks like they're doing a little dressage. So this isn't going to be jumping. This is just dressage work. Beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. Really, really nice. I don't ride English, man. I ride Western only. I am not that uptight. Can't do it. Can't do it. All right, so let's get out of here. I mean, man, I can't explain to you how big this freaking fair is. There's the bathroom. Don't forget to wash your hands. So now over here, this is the part of that food court we were just at. So White Hut is right there, and then it turns the corner and goes that way. And in one of the spots, EB's, which is a local place in Agawam, Massachusetts, and they have their spot there. They have award-winning fried shepherd's pie, and what it is they take all the ingredients of a shepherd's pie and they roll it in a little ball, they bread it, and they fry it, and then they give you like 5 of those balls and they lather it in a gravy. And I had it the other day, and I have to say it was amazing. But you can see right there's a little sign that says Indian cuisine. That's where I do most of my eating, man. One of my best friends is an Indian guy named Sonny, and his uncle Raj owns this joint, and they're here every year. And I support them like crazy. And it's crazy. Sonny he works at the gas station near my house. And I met him when I moved in. I said, hey, I'm buying this house over here. I just wanted to introduce myself. And then we became really good friends. Just the way it is. So let's see. Let's see if the boys are, hey, Sonny, what's up, my brother? So this is what they do, man. They make the best freaking food. I mean, it's so good. So, pineapple. So you got just all kinds of stuff, man. I mean, all kinds of stuff. Here's EB's, where they have the fried frickin' shepherd's pie, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Oh man, it's those. Oh my God, it's deadly. So I got a little skipping girl about to run into me. All right, so we got the amusement park goes all the way back there, all the way up to there. We're not gonna go through it, just a bunch of rides and different things, and like little, you know, those weird houses you can walk through. It's like some of them are like haunted houses, some of them are just weird, like with goofy mirrors and moving floors, things like that. But just really cool. When I'm done with you guys, I'm gonna be going right back to my man Sonny, I think, and getting some food. Woo-wee, they got kebabs there that are amazing. Takes me back. All right, so we're gonna cut right through over here. We got the blonde crew. We got the walking babies in a cart crew. And there's the fruit kebabs. Over there, the cinnamon bun place. Holy mackerel, I get one every year. It's just amazing. They have ones with pecan that are just absolutely killer. All right, let's get through all these people here. And hey-o. And we're gonna, let's come right by here to Pig Barbecue. I mean, guys, this place, I freaking love this place. Hey-o. So, just gonna show you like the end of this walkway, show you where the big stage is, and then I'm going to hang this thing up and get my eat on, because all this walking around and looking at the food is making me kind of hungry. I'm not gonna lie. Got the big elephant ear fried dough. We got Play-Doh sand, and airbrush, and this place right here, this sirloin tip place. Oh man, man alive, so damn good. Oh, and then there's the another building, and then that's where you're gonna find like a bunch of like my buddy's mother, as a matter of fact, put some stuff up in competition in one of these buildings, and she did like needlepoint, and she did a quilt. She entered one of her quilts in this thing, and she ended up winning first place in
I like your watch.
what's that?
I like your watch.
Oh, you can have it, man, if you could take it. See his eyes change. So basically there's Theory Skate Shop. Look at the owner of that. We went to school with. He's just a great dude. I get a lot of boards over there. But I don't know, that guy interrupted me because I just wanted to threaten him a little bit. So just crazy cool stuff, man, just everywhere. But I am getting hungry looking at all this stuff. It is just amazing. Just amazing. Everybody wants to be on YouTube. So I'm going to show you this last spot where they have the big stage. Not the last spot in the fair. We didn't go to every spot, but you're seeing a bunch of them. Got the best guys right there, keeping everybody hydrated and safe. So over here they have they keep some horses over here, but then they do that hand, like a chainsaw carving. They carve all like the bear totem poles and all that crap. But over here is the main stage, and this is where they do stunt shows and all that. I've seen some great concerts right there. And as a matter of fact, when I saw Night Ranger here, his tour bus type thing, his trailer was back there. And I came here with Derek Cloutier, the drummer, and I got special access to go in the back because I'm Donnie B all day. I literally just walked up and talked to the guy, and then bam, I got these all access free backstage passes. Just talking to the guy. We didn't have any passes. We weren't paying to go in. So we go back and we see Jack, the lead singer, and the whole band. And I'm like, hey, Jack, I brought a friend here. It's Derek Cloutier from Great White. And he's like, holy shit. He goes, man, Derek. He's like, what are you doing here? So we go over, and then we take some pictures with him. We're hanging out. And then he goes, here, come on. Let's go back to the bus. So we go back into his trailer, and we got to hang out with Jack in the trailer before the show. Guy was a super nice guy. If you ever get a chance to see Night Ranger, Sister Christian of the town has come. Those guys. Oh, this is where the Dilly Dilly dog is. It's bad, man. I gotta show you these smoked turkey legs because they are amazing. They are amazing. So this right here, these guys are the maestros right here. They're the best right here. Those things, for some reason, it tastes like a ham, like an Easter ham. It's a turkey leg. But man, they just make these things all day. And they're playing some Shaggy, so that's good. Big old good stuff right there. Got people, a lot of happy people walking around with tinfoil right now. A lot of people. So now we're back at the state buildings. And you can see a guy with a great t-shirt right there. Hell yeah, brother. So let us continue. So this is where I'm gonna leave you guys. Right here, I think I told her that I think this is going to be the spot where I make my decision on what I want to eat. You got a little Aussie herd dog right there. What a gorgeous puppy! What a gorgeous dog! Your dog is beautiful, little brother. Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. Oh, she's a lover. All right. So, fun times, man. Fun times. This is it, Rhode Island building where you can get the $20. Chocolate covered caramel apple with Reese's peanut butter cups built into it. Oh, dude, it's insane. Of course we got one. So that's it. Let me flip this around. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go get my food on, get my eat going. Get ready. We got some more blades coming up real soon. Whew. crazy. Hi, I'm Donnie B all day. Until next meal. Ooh.